Alpha Peter Channel 4 o'clock news on this Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, November 22nd, 2016. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins, and I have 4 o'clock news on. Top straight at 4 o'clock hour on this Tuesday afternoon is a school bus packed with children, slammed into a tree, flipped over and split apart. Shell shock students scattered, rescuers worked for hours and pulled them up from record jets. Speeding school bus driver swerved up the road, affidavit said. President Donald Trump on Tuesday appeared to back away from this campaign trail about it. Pursued criminal charges against former rival Hillary Clinton over email server and family foundation with a senior Trump advisor saying in his White House. When the newspaper record briefings go off the record, President Donald Trump issued his first veto to cancel a planned Tuesday meeting with the New York Times. But Trump quickly reversed course and rescheduled sit down. Trump said an on-the-record site to the New York Times reported and the columnist right after the direct meeting he just bowed and condemned them. President Donald Trump also said that his Turtle Foundation had admitted that the IRS had violated legal provision against self-dealing witch bars. Nonprofit leaders for them used their charities' money to help themselves, and businesses and their families. Donald Trump also sentenced that faces no legal obligation cut ties to the business, even as he just carved out a winning president. He made this ran harder and acknowledged invested in his business interests during the conversation. As President Barack Obama prepares to leave the White House during a trip to Peru, he will be asked to report that he thought he would be the last Democrat president for a while. London, the UK was rejected to suggest by U.S. President-elect Donald Trump that it should be appointed the figurehead for the Brexit movement during the fraud as ambassador to the U.S. As Iraqi special forces militants try to push their Islamic State fighters above Mosul, many civilians are displaced and injured or killed. A title surge to see nuclear spotlight Japanese bishop's anti-nuclear stance. Otis Tyrone McGee, 31, is suspect in shooting death at SAPD. Detective Benjamin Montgomery was walked out of the police headquarters downtown on Monday as accused cop killed Otis McGee, Mary Sandstrom at ambush before arrest. He told the New York Times, which is Donald Trump on Clean Air's battle report and needs to keep it on Obama, whether with pulling the United States out of monthly national agreement on climate change. President Obama granted communication to number 79 fellow drug offenders on Tuesday, pushing the number of the inmates he has granted clemency past 1,000. 3 people were injured in the chemical plant exploding in Brendan, Nedocha, Kansas on Tuesday morning. One was seriously injured with burns, and the other had breathing problems. Moscow, a 30 million Russian fighter jet crashed earlier this month because it ran out of fuel while waiting for an aircraft carrier to fix landing equipment. Panama City, Panama. The president of Panama said at least 3 people were died in severe weather caused by a tropical storm model, which is forecast to become a hurricane. Kiev, Ukraine. The Ukrainian Interior Minister Astronautkov said a teacher is arrested for trying to sell 13-year-old girl who was living at the boarding school for $10,000. La Paz, Bolivia. Bolivian President Evo Morales declared a national emergency due to water shortage brought about by a severe drought. Looking at some local news. Plainville, selectmen are leaning towards relieving the tax strain of residents by shifting the tax burden solely toward a growing business segment in the town. At the town's general tax hearing on Monday, selectmen and board of assessors and members tackled an issue. The average home was increased in value from $350,000 from $341,000 last year. Selectman Robert Board said that was a pretty good jump, and selectmen also expressed at the climb, which is they were surprised, given it was a full revaluation year as it was last year. Rentham. Police are warning residents about the traffic madness that comes with Midnight Madness, the traditional Black Friday shopping craze that kicks off the Christmas holiday shopping season. North of 62, a local woman was arrested on drunken driving charge after she struck the rear with another car stopped at the travel line on Route 1. Unemployment rate continues to dip in the Attleboro area. In Irving, Massachusetts, a small child man killed in Aspire in the western Massachusetts town of Irving. The state fire marshal's office said the young child was killed in a fire early Tuesday morning. 3 adults were injured and taken to the hospital, but extended injuries were unknown. The identities of the child and 3 adults have not been released. Western Massachusetts authorities are investigating and identifying an employee of a Massachusetts carrier, but they say did not consider it suspicious. Dow's past the 90,000. Record 7 drive continues as Dow up 19,000, up 83.42 points at 19,383. SP 5 up 4.76 at 2,022.94, and Nasdaq up 13.49 points at 5,386.35. Otherwise, the government of Canada is exploring a potential purchase of an 18 new F/A-18 Super Hornet fighter to replace an aging aircraft as its fleet. Jennifer, India. Defense researchers in India successfully test fired 2 surface-to-surface missiles at a rest range in Chandrapur. Jerusalem. Israel Aerospace Industries has introduced a new system of military aircraft to help avoid minor collisions with similar commercial planes. Stockholm Sabah received a $10.26 million order from the Swedish Defense Material Administration to supply new laser simulators. NASA scientists have mandated a new kind of rocket engine that can carry astronauts to Mars in 7 days without burning fuel. Mass deposit holds as much as water as left spirit. All markup Donald Trump political position that they flow with political sentiment. There's react war, which initially should support it, but in the trend against the public opinion change. November started operating normally in the Arctic. The sun and set with the season temperatures were dropping and ice was growing rapidly. Here's some good news for America's seniors. Dementia rates have dropped dramatically over the last decade or so, according to the new study. Babies born looking normal and healthy after secret infection and development is smaller than normal as months later. Secretary report Tuesday about and it showed the virus continues to damage the baby for weeks and months. Hundreds of people in Melbourne, Australia experienced breathing problems during recent storm in what has become an outbreak of thunderstorm asthma. Peter Jones on 4-5 on this Tuesday evening, and it's time now for a sports report. Tonight, the Boston Bruins will be taking on St. Louis Blues. Game time, 7 o'clock at the Garden. Mexico City, while dealing with a green laser shining the broadcast are in high elevation unique game in Mexico City. The Houston Texans feel like a questionable spot by the official and key fourth quarter drive. Notre Dame firing Irish coach Brian Kelly said Notre Dame plans to appeal the NCAA will and vacate win in 2012 and 13 seasons for academic misconduct. Dual national players had taken hot topic of the United States team for many years as Swiss Army sense and foreign-born U.S. 17 players remains problematic. PT changes stars to appear on MLB Hall of Fame bout. Peter Children's time is 4-6 on this Tuesday evening, and it's time now for Traffic and Transit Report. Let's imitate where one aspect of Model A is a disabled train at Porter Square Station, and someone else for aspect of Model A is of traffic, and someone else for aspect of Model A is a disabled bus. Commuter rail. Local 9 train 325, 340 from North Station operated 10 minutes. Behind goes between North Station and Lowell Station. And on the Thursday, I'm looking at okay, highways and byways at Connecticut. Looking at highways and byways in New England, 95 and both ends back to from Fairfield down at Greenwich. Merritt Parkway eastbound sides back to Greenwich down to Bridgeport. 95 with both ends back to Bridgeport down to New Haven and Guilford on both ends. 84 eastbound side it is back to from 64 Ridgefield, New York, all the way out to Waterbury, Connecticut. 84 on both ends in downtown Hartford. It's backed up. In Hartford area, 91 on both ends is back to 291 84 and Route 2 in downtown Hartford, Connecticut. 91 is southbound side. It's backed up all the way out to Winslow around Route 20. 91 on northbound side back to 57 in Agawam all the way out to 391 in Chicopee. Mass Banner change with 291 in Springfield. It's backed up. Mass Banner on westbound side. It is backed up from Millbury all the way to I-84 service. Mass Banner eastbound side. It is backed to Millbury. Mass Banner westbound side. It is backed up from the also back to 495 Westboro. 120 in both ends is backed up from 128 in Canton. 95 Canton all the way to the Braintree split. 120 on both ends is backed up from Needham all the way out to Lexington. And southbound side is backed up from Route 2 in Lexington all the way out to the Braintree split. 120 both ends is backed up to the Burlington stretch and Redden stretches and 128 northbound is backed up all the way out to Peabody and 128 southbound is backed up on Denver's down in Peabody. 7 Expressway, both ends are backed up on the Braintree split and all the way to the Mass Park in Boston. 93 both ends of Boston is backed up from Mass Park in Boston down to Medford, and then 93 northbound is backed up all the way up to 213 up in Methuen. 93 southbound side is backed up on Methuen. 95 southbound is backed up 120 Canton all the way down for Route 1 in Sheridan, and 95 hit break again from 495 Mansfield. 24 southbound is backed up around 120 Canton out of the Ayrton Boulevard and Avon, and hit break around Route 495 out in Raynham, and Route 24 southbound is backed up before 39 in Fall River. Route 28 eastbound side is backed up around 16 Belmont to Freshbound Parkway and Cambridge. Route 3 to the northbound side is backed up to Burlington all the way at the Lowell. 495 southbound side it is backed up just around the Hudson stretch. 290 eastbound side backed around 495 in Barber. Mass 290 westbound side backed around the Worcester stretch from Shrewsbury all the way to Route 9 in Worcester. And 495 both ends is backed up from 2A in Lowellton all the way out to Tewksbury, and 495 is backed out all the way at the Lawrence. 93 to the northbound side backed up from Wyndham, New Hampshire all the way to Durham, New Hampshire. 93 southbound side is backed up out to 293 Manchester, New Hampshire. 101 westbound side is backed up at Route 95 out in Hampton. 95 northbound side backed to Hampton Toll. Spalding Trip out at the northbound side is backed around in Newington. 93 to the northbound side is backed around Concord, New Hampshire. 95 southbound side also in 202 in Augusta, Maine. Route 1 southbound side, back behind 295 from Brunswick, Maine, and Interstate 89. Southbound side, back up at the Canadian border, up in northern Vermont, and on Route 50 on the northbound side, back down to southern Quebec, and towards Montreal. And Interstate 87 on the northbound side, back to Toronto, that's Route 7 in Albany. Peter Jill News time, 4:10, and just a traffic reminder, if you're going to plan your fancy going to travel tomorrow, plan early and leave early before the crowds rush into the highways because it's going to be very busy tomorrow here. And now, take a look at the weather. You may have to contend with Mother Nature early on because we got a pretty light snow and freeze rain may impact the region later Wednesday night and Thursday. On any months, the snow and ice should be light, but the potential there to be have a significant amount on holiday travel. So stay tuned. So further reports. All right. Looking at the radar, and it shows some spotty rain showers and spotty snow showers extreme western Berkshire County, the Massachusetts up in the eastern New York around the Albany area, and snow showers from north of Bennett, Vermont, and east of Walton and Silver Springs, New York State. Snow showers in about around us to New York and then up in the Interstate 87 taking over up in the Plattsburgh and up in the east of Burlington and St. Albans up in Vermont, and seeing some spotty snow showers stretching the eastern portion of Quebec and then up in the northern and eastern portions of Moosehead Lake region up in Maine and western and central portions of New Brunswick and central portions of Nova Scotia, rain showers in eastern portions of Nova Scotia and western portions of Prince Edward Island, and then some rain showers, sleet and snow showers in Gaspé province of Quebec. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Friday night, mostly good skies about 26 degrees. West about 8 miles an hour. Gusts tonight, 23 miles an hour. For Wednesday, sunny sky about 43 degrees. And northwest about 69 miles. Gusts tonight, 24 miles an hour. For Wednesday, increased skies about 20 degrees. North about 3 to 5 miles an hour. For Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, chance of snow and freezing drizzle before 1 p.m. Then chance of drizzle and snow between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. And chance of drizzle after 2 p.m. Patch back after 2 p.m. West sky about 40 degrees. Light and off. Wind chest patch at 50%. Little no circulation expected. For tonight, a chance of drizzle and snow before midnight, then a chance of drizzle patch fog before 9 p.m. And then there is a fog after midnight. Our west got about 32 degrees, calm Kim and chest patient 30%. For Friday, a chance of drizzle mainly after 11 a.m. Then rain likely on Friday night. There is a fog before 9 a.m. West. Most skies got about 47 at 39 degrees, chest patient and 6%. Saturday, rain likely before 9 a.m. Then most skies got about 49 about 32 degrees and chest patient 6% on Saturday. Dropping down to 37 by Saturday night. And for Sunday, a mostly sunny podcast about 46 by 29 degrees. Monday, mostly sunny podcast about 40 by 34 degrees. And for Tuesday, chance of showers, but the sky about 54 degrees and chest patient 30%. Currently in the not near, it is fair skies and the sun's going down. We got a temperature of 40 degrees here in Taunton here, and out of Norton 30 degrees, humidity of 57%. And it's 38 out of Mansfield. And that's going to be for the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news on this November the 22nd, 2016, on a Tuesday evening. I'm Peter saying you have a good evening, goodbye today. See you at 11 o'clock for the late hour report. I hope you have a good evening.